Breaking Bad.
Oh, they're Breaking
Who's
Bad.
Breaking, that's it. Who's Breaking Bad?
Carlos Danger's Breaking Bad.
Gaucho.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
Sorry, I brought that up.
That's fine. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Going great. And this is the, you're all done.
We're done.
We just haven't seen the end of the show yet.
That's correct. Yeah. We have eight more.
And celebrations, sadness, what are we experiencing here?
You know, yes, there's all of those things. We're grateful that we had the shot and we finished up with 62 episodes.
That's wonderful.
And everybody was celebrating and crying and getting drunk and getting tattoos and all kinds.
Really, there was a farewell party?
Yeah, we had a little farewell party.
And there were tattoos at the party?
At this, we're having a few libations, and there was a tattoo artist, and I got one myself.
What kind did you get?
A nice one.
And is it, I mean, well, tell us where it is.
Well, right, it's no Carlos Danger kind of tattoo, but you know, as an actor, I didn't want to mark up anything that I would have to try to hide up later. So it's actually visible right now.
Wow.
Except you can't see it, except if I do that.
Wow.
There it is, right there. Can you see it? There. BRBA.
Wow.
Which is our logo for the show. And so there
did that hurt on that?
Oh, yes, it did.
Yeah.
but you know, I mean, you know, from a guy who has a lot of tattoos himself.
I have nothing but ink.
It's less painful when you know it's coming. You know, it's like when I was on Malcolm in the Middle, and I did an episode where I actually had 30,000 bees on me.
We got a picture of that very thing right there. Look at this. This is exactly what he's talking about.
So, when I got stung, I shouldn't be surprised.
That's just, yeah.
It should be, what the hell was that? What? How did that happen?
Yeah.
It was actually not that painful. I actually went, I think I got stung.
But now, again, what came up on Malcolm in the Middle that required that to happen?
There's a group of writers in every television show that they're sick individuals. They just, and we have to keep them sequestered in a room like that. And
but did you lose a bet, or well, how did they work it into the plot?
They worked it in a plot. They actually came up with that idea last. I mean, first they said, well, I want to get this image, have him in bees, and how do we get there? So then they went backward, and they figured out that we'd have Malcolm and his friends try to make a robot battle. You know, they used to battle bots. Sure. And so I took over because they weren't doing it well, and then I created this cavity where we would put bees in, and the bees would attack the other robot until Malcolm told me that the robot was made of metal and impervious to bee stings, and then
the next thing you know, there you go. How do they get them off?
Well, the first thing you did is you do a big jump. You literally jump in the air as high as you can and come down, and about half of them fall off.
Yeah, and then you just go home, spend the night.
There you go. And then the rest he takes off with a dustpan. He just kind of scoops them off with a dustpan. Sure. And while he's doing that is when I got my bee stings.
Now, more currently, this talking about Breaking Bad, this has been for you, for a lot of people, life-altering, hasn't it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It really has been the role of my life.
And when you go places, what is that like? Where do you go now to promote the show, or when you just go out? What is that like?
Well, it's, you know, it gets a little crazy now because I never imagined that the level of attention to a show or anything I was doing was going to create such a fervor and fervor. Once I was leaving. We were leaving an award show, and we were asked not to stop because if one actor stops and signs an autograph and the rest don't, then it makes them look bad. So please, folks, just go right from the ballroom into the parties, will you? Okay, fine. We're going in. All of a sudden, the line stopped. and I was behind people, and there was nowhere to go. And these two young girls were going, "Please, please sign this." They must have been like 14 or 15, and they're like, "Please, will you please?"
Sweet,
really. And I go, I'm not supposed to, you know. And they come, "Oh, please, please." I said, "Oh, okay, don't tell anybody." And I took the autograph book, and as I'm signing, she goes, "Who are you?"
Oh, my God.
So I wrote, Brad Pitt.
There you go, lady. But what was the we have some videotape that was, I think this is from Comic-Con.
Oh.
Now, first of all, this event has evolved to something unbelievable over the years. It started out early on as people just interested in, I think, superheroes and comics and science fiction.
Yeah.
And now it's really transcended to all levels of show business.
It's become a huge marketplace for films and television, and there's hundreds of thousands of people
So
there.
now you did attend or you can't attend?
Well, I go, we go as soldiers of our shows and things like that, and promote the show when we have panels and we talk about the show and that sort of thing. But if you dare go out onto the floor where there's literally hundreds of thousands of people, a lot of them in costumes and things, you'll get mobbed and you'll never get out of there.
Yeah.
So it's not possible unless you're in costume.
Oh, so now, like what? You go as Luke Skywalker?
You can do that, or a Smurf, or something like that, I suppose. But someone showed me a picture of my character, Walter White, in a mask form, and I thought, what if I get this mask and put on Walter White clothes and go as my character on the floor
in the mask?
In the mask. So that's what I did.
And that must have been berserk, was it? Was it out of body kind of a deal?
It was crazy because I couldn't speak because they would recognize my voice. So I actually got into a little falsetto voice, almost like I say, "Hi, yeah, well, I really like the show, and so I made this mask, and it reminds." It sounds, to me now when I hear it, it sounds like Michael Jackson. "I'm a lover, not a fighter." But that's what I did. And I was taking pictures with everybody who wanted to take pictures, which are...
And we have some videotape of this?
Yeah, they were taking video at the time.
All right, you tell us what we're looking at here. Go ahead and roll the tape.
Well, this is me on the floor. That's me in the mask. That's a mask.
Mind if I get a picture with you?
Right here.
That's a mask. Yeah. And so I'm taking pictures with all these people once they realize, and yeah, come on over. I'll take a picture with you.
Wow.
So people.
Bryan Cranston, that would be hilarious.
And then the last guy said, "If that was really Bryan Cranston, wouldn't that be hilarious?"
Yeah. But what I don't understand is how is that any different than you going without the mask? You know what I'm saying?
Make a good point.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm here. Well, good luck to you, my friend. Breaking Bad, you can see it again. Now, this is going to be it.
This is it.
Last 8 episodes.
Last 8 episodes.
9 p.m. On AMC, and then on to other things. Any idea
We'll
what you'll be doing?
we'll do the musical version of Breaking Bad on.
There you go. I look forward to that. Bryan Cranston, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We'll be right back with Amanda Seyfried.